I have Kelly Johnson with me. Kelly, who do you work for?
I work for a company called Asons, A-S-O-N-S.
And you had some great descriptions of what you do. Why don't you describe that?
Well, I think one of the descriptions we were talking about earlier is a lot of our customers come to us and ask us if we can put lipstick on a pig. And
what do you mean by that?
Well, our company deals in property preservation and construction services all over the country, doing business with companies like Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, HUD, private investors, banks. And you have some entities out there that want to take a piece of property, whether it be commercial or residential, and they just want to slap a coat of whitewash on it, stick a for sale sign in the front yard, and try to see who can come by and pay the highest price for it. There's others that like to go the extra mile, go inside, and instead of maybe just putting on lipstick, they go in and do an extreme makeover. Put all the eyeliner, the makeup, and everything else to go. That way they make the house a lot more attractive, curb appeal, if you will, and hopefully gets the house sold a little quicker, a little better for a little higher price.
Great. So you're the one who brings home the bacon. I had to do that.
Yeah. That's good. I like that.
Okay, you just have to remember that. You just spoke here. We're at the IMN conference, and you were a moderator on a panel. What was the panel about?
Basically, the panel focused on low-hanging fruit. The panel consisted of REO default managers, both commercial and residential, some with extremely large banks, some of whom were with some European-based entities, investors from all over the world. And it was interesting to see how they all had a platform that pretty much came across as being a level field. They're all doing the same thing, but in a different way, trying to dispose of these assets that these banks currently hold.
Well, what is it that they're doing?
They are sitting on a lot of properties, both commercial and residential, that have been foreclosed on. And in the banking world, if you have a REO piece of property, you have to not only take that property off your books and put it off to the side, you also have to take monies out of your deposits, put that off to the side, and hold over here to the side, which are federal requirements by law that you have to do. And you can't loan that money out, because if a $100,000 home's in foreclosure, you have to put $100,000 over here to make sure to reserve. It's in a reserve account, so as to offset that liability that you have on your books currently.
So they've got to clear out their inventory relatively quickly then.
Exactly, because what the bank wants us to do, they want us to fix that home up to look as nice as possible, or commercial property, so they can get rid of that $100,000 liability, take the money out of reserve, bring it back into their lending wheelhouse, if you will, so they can loan it back out to somebody else.
Now, these aren't special servicers who have more time to basically put the lipstick on the pig.
Exactly. I mean, these are, take any name you want of the top 10 banks, and they all are out there with their thousands and thousands and thousands of homes and commercial properties that they have sitting there dormant, trying to keep from violating code compliance laws in various municipalities. Can't let the grass get too high. Last thing a bank wants is to see a for sale sign on a piece of property with their name, and at the same time, here's a code compliance violation stapled to the fence right next to it. Looks like they're not doing their job, and it looks like they're giving themselves a black eye to the local community.